Hey everyone, Nikki and I are so excited because we are going to have Gretchen Rubin on our podcast. And the one thing that you keep hearing Nikki and I talk about, not only on our podcast, but here on our YouTube channel, is this big shift that we've been feeling through this pandemic. Being at home in quarantine, we've been kind of just stopping and looking at our lives like, do we live too busy lives? Like, how do we kind of change things? So we can't wait to pick her brain. But before we do, right here on our YouTube channel, we are going to take her quiz, the 4 tendencies. And we're really excited because even though we're twins, we know we have very different personalities.
So you can tell by our outfits.
Right. So it will be very interesting to see kind of what place we both fall into, if it will be the same place, different places, and how we can move forward with that. So
what's your bet? Same or different?
Different.
I'm thinking maybe the same.
Hi, Gretchen.
Hey, how are ya?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to do this.
Nice. I'm so happy to be talking to you today.
Before we completely pick your brain, we would love to take this quiz. Have you kept a New Year's resolution where you weren't accountable to anyone? A resolution like drinking more water or keeping a journal?
Sure, I'm good at keeping resolutions, but I make them whenever the time seems right. I do always have a New Year's resolution. Like I always make my long list, do meditation, all that kind of stuff with it. But I'm someone who'll do it throughout the year.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. So
I do it whenever the time seems right. It's like I'll make such a long list and I'm always gung-ho in the beginning, but then if I get too busy or too tired, I just...
So we're the same on that one then, Brie. Which statement best describes your view about your commitments to yourself?
This is actually something I've been struggling with because I feel like I've made so many commitments to myself, but I haven't held myself accountable.
I feel like because I've done so much soul searching in the past few years, I used to think I was someone that was amazing at commitments. I make great commitments to myself, but with others, I struggle. I feel like I'm leaning towards I bind myself as little as possible.
You know what? I was just going to say that's mine, which is sad because I wish I was a little different, but I'm there.
I mean, even when I look at my commitment to my weight, I fluctuate.
Yeah.
We have a great goal.
We always say, let's start on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm shocked how we're like the same.
I told you. Okay. When you formed a healthy habit in the past, what helped you stick to it?
So I will say what's helped me is number 2. Like the minute I actually sit down and do the research and realize how great it is for me or the advantages it'd be in my life, I stick to it. And I never really do it, but every time I actually put in time to research, I stick to a habit. Because then I realize for myself, like how great it is.
See, for me, I feel like it's when I answer to someone else, I stick to good habits, but also when I see results from that from that habit.
If people complain about your behavior, you'd be least surprised to hear them say.
I think you and I kind of might be alike on this, but I feel like even when I hear mom in my head, that we're good at taking time for others, but we're not good at taking time for ourselves.
Yeah, which goes back to our New Year's resolutions that we never stick to.
Right.
Self-care.
Which description suits you best? I definitely feel like I'm the last two. For me though, Nikki, I would definitely say out of all of them, puts others, clients, family, neighbors, coworkers first.
100%. Brian's definitely number 1.
Yeah.
His discipline's unreal.
I feel like all the men that have been in my life are number 1. You think I would have learned?
Sometimes I won't do something I want to do because someone wants me to do it. I actually
tend to disagree. You and I both aren't that personality.
No.
Birdie, on the other hand, right now, she would be agree.
Yeah. I've sometimes described myself as a people pleaser. Yes.
Tend to agree.
100.
We're both the same.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to put in my email. I'm
Gretchen,
so excited.
I'm excited to get the results.
Okay, I think I know what you are, but we'll see what the test says.
Oh.
Let me say, wait. Tell me when you have yours. So I'm an obliger.
Yep.
Mine's the same.
Oh, we're the same.
Is that what you thought, Gretchen?
Yeah, absolutely. As you were answering at first, it wasn't clear. Then it was like bing, 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 bing. But obliger is the biggest tendency for both men and women. So you're in good company. A lot of people in the world are obligers.
Is it because a lot of people want to please, so they kind of sacrifice their needs, making sure everyone else is taken care of?
That's not exactly what's going on, I think. I think it's that outer expectations are met, but not inner expectations. It's more like who's holding me accountable for it. And so it kind of looks like people pleasing because you see that you're meeting other people's expectations, but you're not meeting your own. But really, once you have a system of outer accountability, then you meet all the expectations. You see people like yourselves who are obligers, but they have so many, like there's so much architecture of accountability around them. It's amazing what they can get done. They're unstoppable. But it's when they're trying to hold themselves accountable, that's when sometimes it gets to be a challenge.
Nikki and I had such a great time talking to Gretchen Rubin. Please head to the Bellas podcast to get the full interview.